Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us for this webinar. This is part of a series of webinars that we have recorded and will be recording to help you survive and succeed during and after the pandemic. COVID-19 will continue to hog the headlines in 2021 and in the near future. Although we have a suite of vaccines against the virus, it is not a panacea. It will not be until at least 2024 before a critical number of people in the world has been vaccinated in order to break the chain of transmission and control the pandemic. Meanwhile, many countries cannot open their borders. Industries and companies cannot go into full swing. Customers cannot feel the safest and most secure to shop, work, and operate normally. Meanwhile, there will be many unknowns. Will the efficacy of the vaccines continue over time? Can the vaccines treat new strains of COVID-19? Will we see the rise of an untreatable virus? In 2021 and in the near future, the business world will still go through a roller coaster ride. In any case, the world as we knew it doesn't exist anymore. Success, as usual, is over. A new world awaits us. How then can you survive and succeed during and after the pandemic? In this webinar and subsequent webinars, we would like to share with you how to respond to challenges of the pandemic, leverage on opportunities to optimize your profits, advantage, and growth. In this in this webinar, we will first show you how to manage yourself because you are the first line of defense. We will show you how to re-energize and reinvigorate yourself. In the second section, we will share with you how to protect yourself and the workplace. When your organization is safe and hygienic, it will help you achieve better results. Last but not least, we will show you how to ensure business continuity. First, let me share with you about self-management, how to re-energize and reinvigorate yourself regularly. The first line of defense against COVID-19 is yourself. If you cannot love yourself, you will not have the passion and commitment to love others and the things around you. If you cannot lead yourself, you cannot take charge of your life, your livelihood, and your lifestyle. If you cannot manage yourself, you cannot manage your roles and responsibilities effectively and efficiently, and improve on your strength, contributions, and growth. As you go through the pandemic, and for that matter, whatever challenges life poses to you, you need to constantly re-energize and reinvigorate yourself to achieve the best results and impacts. In the final analysis, you are the primary cause of any weakness. You are also the starting point to achieve overall wellness. Wellness is more than just about not being unwell or having less downtime. Wellness is about being able to perform at optimal condition, including having the physical, mental, and emotional fitness, strength, energy, and vitality to do well and do good. Let me suggest 6 strategies to help you refresh yourself to plan and prepare for the challenges ahead of you and capitalize on opportunities in every challenge. The six strategies are: A. Principle of self. If I cannot change the challenge, how can I change myself? B. Principle of strategy. How can I develop responses to the challenge? C. Principle of support. How can I seek support to tackle the challenge? D. Principle of solution. How can I find ways to overcome the challenge and other ways to achieve better results? E. Principle of significance. How can I discover meaning, lessons, and purpose from the challenge? F. Principle of strength. How can I become a stronger, more resilient, and better person? G. Principle of shine. How can I reach out to help others who are struggling in life? First, rest, relaxation, and recreation. You are not a machine. Therefore, spend adequate time resting, relaxing, and in recreation. Being at peace with yourself and enjoying your own presence with our Creator, while at the same time refreshing your body, mind, and spirit, is likened to sharpening an axe to chop more trees. Be sensitive to the signs that your body is telling you to slow down, rest, revitalize yourself, or even seek help. The sickness include insomnia and lack of sleep, abnormal body aches and tense muscles, exhaustion, loneliness, fatigue and low level of energy, lack of appetite or overeating, worries and fears clouding your mind, and stress taking control of you. The best booster for your happiness, health, and overall well being is already within your reach. They include having a worthwhile vision, healthy food, sufficient mental and physical exercises, taking long walks, fresh air, clean water, laughter and cheerfulness, adequate sunshine, and positive relationships and activities. Second, redesign, re-engineer your life and lifestyle. There's a body of knowledge under the discipline of positive psychology that can help you improve your overall well-being. Let me share some of the strategies to help you to be happy and well. A. Choose to be happier. Happiness is a matter of choice and not a matter of chance. It has nothing to do with your conditions or circumstances. Happiness is already within you. It is a right and a gift that our Creator has given you. You do not need to go out there to find happiness. There's no need for a reason or a situation to be happy. You don't have to look good, be rich, or have anything to be happy. You can just choose to be happy, period. In fact, you should always choose to be happier. You can be happier with everything within and around you and generate more happiness with anything in your life. B. Live simply. If you want to live a happier life, live simply. Don't overcomplicate your life. When you pursue less luxuries, you lessen your chances of getting worried, discontented, or unhappy. You can then better focus on enjoying your life, doing good, and doing well. When you live simply, you have less burden and baggages to carry, and therefore you can run further and faster in life. See, count your blessing. If you want to enjoy life, count your blessings. There is an abundance of blessings both within and around you. You may not be aware of many of these blessings. The greatest blessings are within your reach and they are free of charge. For example, the fact that you woke up this morning is a great blessing. You have a roof over your head. Families and friends are around you. Start looking out earnestly for such blessing, and you'll find more and more blessings. Focus on these blessings and let them lift your heart and your spirit. Keep a journal to record these blessings. Share these blessings with as many people as possible. At the end of the day, or at the end of every day, dwell on the five best blessings, why they happened, and they and how they have brought happiness to your life. You will be a happier and more peaceful person. D. Be in awe and wonder about the beauty all around you. There are beauty and wonders around you waiting for you to appreciate them. Be in awe of the design of a flower, the wonders of a passing cloud, the fun of looking at a child, or even a small ant scurrying around you. There are many more works of wonder around you. Look out for them, immerse in their beauty, and find joy in admiring them. E. Savor every moment. Cherish the abundance of possibilities. Be in awe of the incomprehensible width and depth of positive emotions and the wonders of space, time, and history. Immerse yourself in the melody of life and realize that you are wealthy beyond any measure and blessed beyond any imagination. Third, restrict. Rest- Third, restrict. Restrain yourself from anything that's negative. A. Be positive. Research has shown that living with optimism enhances positive attitudes, emotions, skills, and overall well being. People who are optimistic tend to be happier too. They will be in a better position to cope with and respond to challenges in life. The good news is that optimism can be learned and cultivated until optimism becomes a part of your lifestyle. How then can you be optimistic? First, force feed all your five senses with inputs that will make you a positive, happy, and optimistic person. For example, avoid dwelling on social media sites that carry bleak, negative, and unhealthy information. But at the same time, be realistic, embrace and accept challenges in your life. However, learn to also see the good side in every challenge. Remember, optimism is infectious. Therefore, mix around with optimistic people. If you mix around with optimistic people, they will somehow influence you to become more optimistic. On the other hand, avoid mixing around with people whom we call energy vampires in our company's training programs. These energy vampires will gradually but surely suck positive emotions from you and leave you with negativity and pessimism. B. Put on happiness. Research suggests that our behavior, including our facial expression, can influence our emotions, just as our emotions can also affect our facial expressions and our behavior. Therefore, start to put on a happier expression. You will enjoy a warmer reception and attract more friends to you because people generally like to mix around with. You will enjoy a warmer reception and attract more friends to you because people generally like to mix around with happy people. By looking happy and expressing it through your face, you will feel happier too. In a similar way, influence your loved ones to adopt a similar attitude. They may become happier, and in doing so, they will reinforce your happiness quotient. Please go to the mirror and start practicing the happiest facial expressions. Then step out to the world and give the world a big smile. Use your facial expression and your body language to inspire the people around you to live a happy life. See, celebrate life. Find every reason to celebrate life. Celebrate every one of your achievements, no matter how big or small they may be. If you do something good, give yourself a pat and compliment and affirm yourself. Be happy with your achievements and celebrate them with your loved ones and good friends. As you celebrate, you are also motivating and encouraging yourself to attain a higher level of achievement. Celebrations help us treasure our lives and make full use of every moment. Celebration can also help us to improve our overall well being and inspire us to put in more effort to improve our results. E. Develop more positive friendship. When you have more friends, you have more people to help you enjoy life and encourage and support you in your achievements. In times of needs, you will have more friends to share your burden with and help you. Therefore, make a commitment to enlarge your circle of friends. Start by being friendly and being the friend whom you and others would like to have in life. Go out of the way to get to know people and cultivate positive relationships with like minded people. These are people who can help you develop positive character, values, and aspirations, and help you find a deeper sense of purpose, excitement, and fulfillment. Seek them out and make a friend out of them. E. Carry out what I call happiness generating activities. Life is about both the destination as well as the journey to the destination. As you journey through life, do not just focus on the benefits of reaching the destination without being mindful about enjoying the joy, values, and benefits of the journey. The happiness, fun, and enjoyment of every experience are important ingredients to help you live a full life. In the process of living, plan what I call happiness generating activities. These are healthy activities that will help you live a fulfilling life at every single moment and for a prolonged period. Deep in your heart, you know what these activities are and how to carry them out in the process of a day. These activities can generate and enhance positive emotions, which can lead to a virtuous cycle to spin more positive emotions. On the other hand, negative activities will produce negative emotions, including unhappiness, resentment, anger, and hatred. Happiness generating activities will create positive experiences and memories, all of which will become powerful fuel to propel you to live a more meaningful and fruitful life. Fourth, reframe, reinterpret your challenges. As they say, every dark cloud has a silver lining. Learn to see the good in every challenge. As you train your brain to look for the good in every challenge, you will eventually learn how to wire and trigger different parts of the brain to help you become more positive and optimistic. Ask yourself the following questions. If I cannot change the challenge, how can I change myself? How can I develop positive responses to the challenge? How can I seek support to help me in tackling the challenge? How can I find ways to overcome the challenge and other ways to achieve better results? How can I discover meaning, lessons, and purpose from the challenge? How can I leverage on the challenge to become a stronger, more resilient, and better person? How can I learn from the challenge to help me reach out to others who are struggling in life? Fifth, refocus, retarget what matters. Treat the pandemic as a wake up call to refocus on what truly matters in your life, including your work. Ask yourself what I call the 6E questions. The responses to these questions can help you improve your contribution and life. The first question, endpoint question. What are my desired endpoints? Second question, effectiveness question. How can I achieve better outcomes, results, and impacts to reach the desired endpoints? Third question, efficiency question. How can I take the right action in a better, cheaper, and faster way to reach the endpoint? Fourth question, execution question. How can I implement the improvement so as to reach the desired endpoint? Fifth question, enhancement question. How can I continue to improve the actions so as to get better results in reaching the endpoint? Sixth question, empowerment question. How can I systemize my task and teach others the system so that they can also enjoy the same improvement and achieve the same or even better results? I hope by asking these 6E questions and many other positive questions regularly and taking massive action, you will create greater impacts and take yourself to a higher level. Remember, the quality of your life depends on the quality of questions you ask yourself. In fact, the quality of your life depends on the quantity of quality questions you ask yourself throughout your life. Six, rise up, reach out to bless others. As an active volunteer in professional, civic, and charity organizations, I've come to realize that people who reach out to help others in an effective and efficient way tend to be happy people. They also make it a point to extend acts of kindness to the people around them. Practicing acts of kindness doesn't have to take up a lot of time, money, or energy. It does not have to be complex, competitive, or challenging. Acts of kindness can be performed towards your family members, relatives, neighbors, colleagues, or friends. A kind word, a pat on the back, a short note of appreciation, a small donation, words of encouragement, a smile, a positive conversation. These are some of the many things you can do in the span of a day. Look around you. There is somebody within your reach who needs an act of kindness from you right now. During this pandemic, if possible, lend a listening ear, offer words of comfort and encouragement, provide wise counsel or guidance, and volunteer in a worthwhile cause. As you brighten up the world around you, you are also brightening up your life. Let's discuss about safety, how to protect yourself and the people around you. In the near future, there won't be a return to normality as you understand it, nor will there be a post COVID 19 world, at least in 2021. We will have to coexist with the virus. Therefore, first, every person must do his or her part. Our normal routines will still have to include wearing mask, regular and proper washing or sanitizing of the hands, maintaining safe distancing, avoiding crowded and confined spaces, supporting contact tracing and testing, practicing stricter hygiene, and adhering to restrictions on travel and gatherings, including cross border physical activities. Second, vaccination is your first line of defense. The first line of defense against COVID 19 falls on each and every one of us. In my humble opinion, there's a strong case for vaccination. Why? A. Prevention is better than cure. Nobody can tell whether he or she can catch the virus, even if he or she takes the highest possible level of safety and protective measures. The risk of catching the virus and suffering from the resulting consequences is much higher and probably more severe than any potential risk of being vaccinated. The Lancet, a highly regarded medical journal, has just published a study on the post COVID 19 syndrome in its 8th of January 2021 issue. Researchers from Wuhan in China followed 1,733 discharged COVID 19 patients for 6 months and found that 76% had at least one of the following symptoms: fatigue or muscle weakness, sleep difficulties, hair loss, smell disorder, palpitations, joint pain, reduced appetite, and taste disorders. Other smaller studies have suggested that COVID 19 infection may cause long term damages in patients' brains, hearts, and lungs. It's better to be vaccinated if you are given an opportunity. B. Capitalize on the opportunity to be vaccinated. Do not assume that there will always be a supply of vaccines. It is possible that the supply of vaccines may be disrupted. Case in point, Taiwan prohibited the export of face masks in January 2020, and as a result, it had affected many countries, including Singapore. In April 2020, the president at a point, Donald Trump, invoked the Defense Production Act to compel 3M, the company that manufactures the N95 respirator mask, to give priority to fulfilling demands for the N95 mask in the United States of America. As it is, there are countries in the developed world that are practicing various degrees of vaccine nationalism, and they are hoarding vaccines to look after their own interest. In short, it is better to be safe than sorry. C. Trust in science. The approved vaccine is relatively safe. According to Mr. Tedros Adhanom, Director General of World Health Organization, more than 39 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered in 49 higher income countries. According to a survey by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the rate of severe allergic reaction is only about 11.1 cases per million doses. The Health Science Authority and its panel of experts, together with other healthcare authorities, have done their research and due diligence before issuing approval for the vaccine. E. Protect your loved ones and the people around you. Vaccinating yourself is also a Vaccinating yourself is also about protecting your loved ones and those around you, including your friends, colleagues, neighbors, relatives, customers, and associates. In doing so, you will be in a better position to live or work with or take care of your community. Conversely, the people around you do not have to invest time and other resources in taking care of you. E. Prevent surge in transmission. Nobody knows for sure if there will be another surge of transmission that may possibly overstretch our healthcare system and other resources. By being vaccinated, it helps to delay or break the chain of transmission and flatten or even obliterate the curve. If we can restrain the rate of transmission, we can also lower the chance of new strains of the virus being evolved. Our healthcare system can better focus on treating COVID-19 and other patients. If we are able to vaccinate enough people, that is at least 70% of our population, to achieve mass immunity, we are in a better position to return to normalcy and pursue a better quality of life. F. Support the authorities in combating the pandemic. The government can better focus on tackling other national issues, including economic recovery and transforming our country to achieve the next level of growth. By the way, currently, there's no evidence to prove that a vaccinated person would not be a carrier of COVID-19 and therefore won't transmit the virus to others. Therefore, be vaccinated. Protect yourself. G. Be an asset in fighting COVID-19. Please help to spread the importance and benefits of vaccination. H. Don't be a liability. If nothing else, be vigilant about not sharing or spreading any negative news or conspiracy theories that have not been verified by credible and independent authorities. If you do it, you may potentially be preventing others from making proper decisions and causing undue harms to and reactions from the public. Three, keeping workplaces safe and hygienic. We will not go through what is widely known about how to keep your workplaces safe. Let me suggest some major ideas on how to ensure that safety and hygiene is a top priority and how you can look after your colleagues and visitors and workplaces. A champion of safety. Appoint a champion of workplace safety and hygiene. With good leadership, you will minimize risk and interruptions and achieve better safety results. B. Safety committee. Appoint a committee to help the champion of safety to ensure that workplaces are kept to the highest standards of safety and hygiene. C. Safety checklist and other resources. Ensure that workplaces have adequate stock of appropriate safety resources, including surgical masks, hand sanitizers, thermometers, and disinfectants. Maintain a checklist of safety measures. The checklist should be in accordance with advisories from the World Health Organization, the Ministry of Health, and other authorities. Appoint colleagues to look after different measures and ensure strict compliance to these measures. D. Safety briefings. Set up communication channels to share essential information and updates with your colleagues working in the workplaces or outside of the workplaces. Hold regular briefings with handouts to ensure that every colleague knows how to do their part to keep workplaces safe and hygienic. If necessary, quiz them to make sure that they know what to do, including taking necessary actions during an emergency. E. Safety practices. Do not assume that your colleagues know how to put safety measures into action. Practice with them, for instance, on how to clean their hands with soap or sanitizer, how to put on a mask properly and dispose it properly, how to quarantine themselves and report to a medical institution, and practice infectious control and good personal hygiene. F. Safety reviews. It is highly possible that over time, people can become complacent. Safety standards are lowered. Make it a point to review and improve safety measures and compliance regularly. If necessary, appoint a new team to drive safety standards and results. G. Whistleblowers. Inform every colleague to hold each other responsible and accountable to uphold safety and hygiene standards. They should report to the champion of safety to take the necessary actions to prevent breach of any safety measure and to improve safety practices. Let's discuss about sustainability, how to ensure business continuity. First, business continuity plan. A business continuity plan is a plan to ensure that your business will continue to function at an acceptable and predetermined level during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. Second, objectives of business continuity. The objectives of business continuity are to ensure that colleagues are safe, healthy, and efficient. Customers' needs and requirements are adequately fulfilled. Products are available, accessible, and saleable. Key business services continue to operate properly. Should there be a breakdown, a set of procedures are in place to recover key operations and services. And last but not least, the company continues to act in a socially responsible way to contribute to the employees and other stakeholders, as well as the customers, industry, economy, and society. Let's look at the framework for business continuity. The framework for business continuity comprises of 5 essential steps. First, analyze key areas of the business, including purpose, products and services, consumers, and suppliers. Second, assess internal as well as external risk of your company. Third, develop strategies, action plans, and resources that are needed to ensure business continuity. Fourth, identify what needs to be done, why those actions are important, how the plans should be executed, who should execute the plan, and the resources needed to achieve the best possible result. Fifth, improve responses, test, update, and improve plans and initiatives regularly to achieve better outcomes and results. Third, prepare for contingencies. To help you in preparing for contingencies, ask the following question. A. Prevention. What should be done to ring fence the company and protect staff from the virus? B. Pandemic. What should be done when the virus is spreading widely and at a rapid rate? C. Disruption. What should be done if there are disruptions to use of the workplace, public transportation, and other necessary facilities and services? D. Absenteeism. What should be done if some or all of the employees are unable to work in the office or work remotely because they are unwell or they need to attend to other personal matters? E. Quarantine. What should be done when there's a need to quarantine some or all of the employees? F. Sales. What should be done if orders are being cancelled or not properly fulfilled? G. Business activities. What should be done if there is a need to limit, postpone, or cancel business events and other activities? H. Logistical chain. What should be done if there is a disruption to the supply chain? What should be done if there is a fluctuation in demand for resources, including resources for using the internet and other technologies, traveling, remote workplaces, information, healthcare, food, finance, and other resources? I. Meetings. What should be done if there is a reduction or restriction on face-to-face discussions and meetings? J. Resources. What are the resources, including alternative and backup resources, required to continue operating and growing the business during and after the outbreak? In subsequent webinars, we will look into other ways to ensure that your company is stable, secure, and sustainable. The COVID-19 pandemic is both an opportunity as well as a challenge. The pandemic can be a point of contemplation. It should force you to reflect upon yourself and how you want to invest your life. The pandemic can also be a point of reformation. It should drive you to change and become a stronger, more resilient, and more useful person. The pandemic can be a point of transformation. The pandemic will accelerate the need to change the current world. A new world of abnormality will arise. Therefore, it is not good enough to just improve. You should also transform yourself to survive and thrive in a new world. Pandemic can be a point of illumination. It should inspire you to reach out to help others and the environment around you and make the world a better place. Thank you.